Aquarius, listen carefully. October 5th is not going to be an ordinary day. The stars are aligning to deliver 4 shocking events that will flip your world upside down. A hidden truth will be exposed, an emotional wave will break you open, your destiny will suddenly accelerate, and then a rare wealth and power portal will open, changing your future forever. This isn't just astrology, it's a cosmic warning. If you've been waiting, struggling, or wondering why things felt stuck, October 5th is the day it all makes sense. But here's the catch. You must be ready. Miss the signs, and the moment will slip through your hands. So stay with me until the end, because what I'm about to reveal could be the turning point of your entire life. And if you're truly ready for this shocking transformation, drop a lightning bolt in the comments right now so the universe knows you're prepared. The first shocking event arrives like lightning. You won't see it coming. On October 5th, Aquarius, the universe has prepared something extraordinary, something so powerful it could flip your perspective overnight. It won't be gentle, it won't be slow, it will be sudden, like the snap of a thunderclap breaking silence. This revelation is not small, it carries the energy of destiny. It may come through an unexpected message, a strange dream, a sudden conversation, or even a chance encounter with someone you least expected to see. You might overhear something, stumble across a piece of information, or witness an event that instantly makes you say, "Wait, what?" What makes this revelation shocking is that it has been hidden in plain sight all along. It's as though the universe has been keeping it veiled, waiting for the exact cosmic alignment to reveal it. And that alignment is October 5th. It could be about a person close to you, their true intentions, their hidden feelings, or even a secret they've been carrying that directly impacts your path. It could be about an opportunity you thought was lost, suddenly resurfacing, knocking on your door when you least expect it. Or it could be about yourself, a truth buried deep in your subconscious, a forgotten dream, a side of your power you've been too afraid to face. Aquarius, remember that your ruling planet is Uranus, the planet of shocks, awakenings, and breakthroughs. Uranus doesn't deal in half-truths or subtle nudges. It works like an earthquake, shaking the ground beneath you, forcing you to wake up and see what you've been avoiding. On October 5th, Uranus activates a hidden truth, and while it may bring discomfort, it also brings liberation. Picture this. Imagine you've been standing in a dark room for years. At first, the darkness frightened you. Then slowly, you got used to it. You memorized the shadows, you walked carefully, convincing yourself that this is just how life is. But suddenly, click, the light switch flips on. At first, it blinds you. The brightness feels unbearable. But after a moment, your eyes adjust, and for the first time, you see everything clearly. You see the paths you never noticed. You see the obstacles you kept tripping over. And most importantly, you see the door that was always there, waiting for you to open it. That's what October 5th will feel like, Aquarius. The universe is about to switch on the light. Now here's the deeper truth. This revelation won't only be about others. It will be about you. Something within you will come to the surface. Maybe a hidden talent you forgot you had, a dream you buried because life got too heavy, or even a strength you never believed you possessed. For years you may have been telling yourself that you're not ready, that you're not capable, that you're not worthy, but October 5th will expose that lie. It will show you that the limits you believed in were never real. They were illusions you carried out of fear. And yes, this may feel overwhelming, it may feel emotional, because whenever a hidden truth surfaces, it shakes us. But remember, Aquarius, the universe is not trying to destroy your peace. It is guiding you toward freedom. Let me give you an example. Imagine someone who has been working in a job they dislike for years, believing that's the only path available to them. But on October 5th, something happens. They receive a message about an opportunity they thought was gone, or someone recognizes their true talent, or they stumble into a moment that reveals, "I was meant for something bigger." That's the kind of shock we're talking about. The kind that rattles you but also lifts you. Or imagine you've been unsure about a relationship, doubting whether someone truly has your back. On this day, the universe could bring undeniable clarity. You may finally see who's loyal and who's not. It may sting, but it will also save you from investing your heart and energy in the wrong place. This revelation could even arrive in the most mystical of ways. A dream that feels too real to ignore. A sign from the universe that gives you goosebumps. A sudden déjà vu moment that makes you realize you're standing at a crossroads. Aquarius, the reason this event is so powerful is because it's the spark that ignites the other 3 shocks of October 5th. Without this first revelation, you wouldn't be prepared for the emotional breakthrough, the destiny acceleration, or the wealth portal that follows. It's like the first domino falling, setting everything else into motion. And here's the thing, you may be tempted to dismiss it at first. You may think, this can't be real. Maybe I'm imagining it. But trust me, you will feel it in your gut. Your intuition, your inner knowing, will confirm that this is no coincidence. So here is your advice. Stay alert on October 5th. Pay attention to the conversations, the signs, the small whispers of the universe. Don't ignore your gut feelings. If something feels like a revelation, it is. If something feels shocking but true, embrace it. Because Aquarius, the universe is about to hand you a truth you've been waiting for, even if you didn't know it. And once you see it, you can't unsee it. From that moment forward, your path begins to shift and your destiny starts to accelerate. So get ready. The first shock is coming, and it will change the way you see everything. Once the revelation hits, Aquarius, the second shocking event arrives, and this one pierces straight into your heart. October 5th is not just about knowledge or truth. It carries an emotional breakthrough that will shake your soul at its very core. Aquarius, you are known as the thinker, the visionary, the innovator of the zodiac. People often see you as detached, calm, and sometimes even unbothered. You analyze, you plan, you look at the bigger picture, but beneath that cool intellectual surface lies an ocean of emotions that you rarely allow others to see. And the truth is, you often don't even allow yourself to see them. But on October 5th, the universe will not allow you to remain detached. Uranus, your ruling planet of shocks and awakenings, teams up with emotional waves that can no longer be suppressed. Suddenly, feelings you buried years ago may rise to the surface. Pain you thought you had forgotten may come knocking again. Or perhaps joy, raw, unfiltered joy, erupts from somewhere deep within. This is not just a passing mood, this is a soul-level release. What might surface? For some Aquarians, this breakthrough will be about love. Maybe there's someone you loved but never told, someone who still lingers in your thoughts. On October 5th, that emotion could come rushing forward, almost demanding to be expressed. For others, it may be tied to family, an old wound, a misunderstanding, or even a feeling of not being fully accepted. The universe may create a situation that brings these emotions to the surface so they can finally be healed. And for many, this emotional surge will be internal. It may be about the way you've treated yourself, the guilt or regret you've carried silently, the mistakes you thought defined you. Suddenly, you may feel the urge to forgive yourself, to release the weight you've been dragging behind you like chains. Why it feels so shocking, Aquarius, vulnerability is not your comfort zone. You pride yourself on being strong, independent, and often one step ahead of others. So when this wave of emotion crashes over you, it may feel shocking, almost as if you're losing control. But here's the deeper truth, you're not losing control, you're gaining balance. For too long, your mind and your heart have been walking in different directions. Your intellect saw one future, while your emotions held you back in the past. On October 5th, The stars align to merge these two energies, forcing your emotional heart to finally match your intellectual wisdom. This alignment may feel overwhelming at first, but it's absolutely necessary for the destiny that awaits you. Without this emotional clearing, you can't step into the acceleration and abundance that October 5th also brings. Think of it like clearing a clogged river. The water must flow freely before the new current can take you forward. The surprising clarity. The most surprising part of this emotional breakthrough is that it won't leave you in chaos. It will leave you in clarity. Once the emotions rise and flow, you will feel lighter, freer, and shockingly more certain about your path. Maybe you realize who truly belongs in your life and who doesn't. Maybe you finally see the relationship that has been holding you back, or the friendship that was never genuine. Or maybe the clarity comes in your purpose. You suddenly know which path to follow, which dream to chase, and which fears to finally let go of. It will feel almost like destiny whispering in your ear. And though tears may fall or your heart may ache in the process, this moment is not a breakdown. It's a breakthrough. A story to imagine. Picture this: someone who has always been strong, who never shows their emotions, who carries every burden silently. They wake up on October 5th and suddenly feel a lump in their throat, a heaviness in their chest. Memories flood in, memories of love, pain, loss, hope. For the first time in years they cry, but those tears don't weaken them, they cleanse them. Afterward they feel lighter, freer, as if 1,000 pounds have been lifted. They look in the mirror and say, "This is who I am, and I'm ready to live fully." That's what this day can bring for you, Aquarius. Don't resist, release. The biggest mistake you could make on October 5th is resisting this energy. Don't try to push it down. Don't tell yourself to be strong by ignoring it. True strength comes from allowing yourself to feel. Let the tears fall if they come. Let the memories surface if they must. Let the words escape your lips if you've been holding them in for too long. This is not weakness, it's release. And once you release, you rise stronger. Aquarius, the universe is pushing you into authenticity. It's stripping away the walls you've built around your heart so that your true self can shine. And that true self is not cold, distant, or detached. It is warm, visionary, and deeply connected. By the end of October 5th, you may look back and realize that this emotional breakthrough was not just an event. It was a turning point, a moment when your past stopped controlling you, when your heart and mind finally aligned, when your soul whispered, "Now you're ready. Ready for love, ready for purpose, ready for destiny." So don't fear this shock, Aquarius. Embrace it, because this is the cleansing your soul has been waiting for. And once it happens, your life will never feel the same again. The third shocking event is not emotional, it's cosmic. Aquarius, on October 5th, something extraordinary happens. Your destiny will accelerate. You've felt it, haven't you? For months, maybe even years, it's been as though your life has been crawling forward. You've been waiting, planning, dreaming, and doing the work. But the results always seemed just out of reach. It was like standing at a red light forever, waiting for it to turn green. And just when you began to wonder if it ever would, the universe flips the switch. October 5th is that green light. A cosmic portal of acceleration opens, and suddenly everything you've been manifesting begins to pick up speed. What does destiny acceleration look like? This acceleration may appear in many forms. For some Aquarians, it will manifest in career, a sudden promotion, a surprising recognition, or an opportunity you thought was impossible suddenly landing in your lap. For others, it will unfold in finances, unexpected money, a new stream of income, or a chance to invest in something that changes your future. And for many, it will be spiritual, a powerful awakening that connects you with your higher self, making your purpose clearer than it has ever been before. Imagine this. You've been climbing a mountain for years, slow step after slow step, carrying the weight of patience on your shoulders. On October 5th, it's as if the universe sends a gust of wind behind you, pushing you upward at rocket speed. That's what destiny acceleration feels like. You'll suddenly move forward so fast that you can barely believe it's real. Why now? Aquarius, you are ruled by Uranus, the planet of sudden change, breakthroughs and revolution. Unlike Saturn or Pluto, Uranus does not move slowly. Its energy is electric, shocking and immediate. And on October 5th, Uranus joins forces with cosmic alignments that say, enough waiting, it's time. Here's the truth. Every delay you've experienced in the past wasn't wasted time. It was preparation. You were being sharpened, tested, and strengthened so that when this acceleration arrived, you'd be ready to handle it. The universe doesn't throw lightning into unprepared hands. It waits for the moment you can channel it into something extraordinary, and that moment is now. The shock of speed. What will shock you most about October 5th is not just the opportunity itself, it's the speed at which things happen. Imagine planting seeds in a garden. For months nothing sprouted, and you began to think they were dead. But then, overnight, you wake up to a field of flowers. That's the kind of overnight shift destiny acceleration brings. One phone call, one encounter, one sudden yes could change everything. And what felt impossible yesterday could become your new reality tomorrow. It may even feel overwhelming. After all, acceleration forces you to catch up to the timeline you were always meant to live. It's like boarding a train that's already moving. You have to adjust quickly, but once you're on, the ride becomes exhilarating. The hidden secret. Here's the secret, Aquarius. You were never meant for slow progress. You are the visionary of the zodiac, the innovator, the rebel who changes the world. Breakthroughs are your natural rhythm, not baby steps. So if you've felt restless or impatient in the past, it's because your soul was waiting for this exact moment. October 5th is when the universe says, now you're ready, run with it. This is why your doubts will no longer hold power. You'll notice that your fears can't keep up with the speed of your destiny. Once you step into this acceleration, your old limitations won't make sense anymore. A story to imagine. Picture someone who has been working on a project for years, maybe writing, creating, building, or planning, but no one noticed. They almost gave up. But then, on October 5th, something happens. A person of influence discovers their work. A door opens that had been locked for years. Suddenly, everything changes. They're thrust into the spotlight, moving faster in a week than they had in the last 5 years. That's destiny acceleration. That's the kind of shock waiting for you. Or maybe you've been healing, learning, and preparing yourself for love. Suddenly, someone enters your life who feels like destiny itself. What once felt impossible now feels natural, as if the universe was simply waiting for the right timing. Trust the flow, Aquarius. Here's the most important advice. Don't fight the speed. Don't second-guess yourself or try to slow down the process. The universe is carrying you to where you were always meant to be. Trust the flow even if it feels overwhelming. Yes, it will be fast. Yes, it may feel like too much at once. But remember this. Destiny acceleration doesn't happen every day. It's rare, powerful, and life-changing. And once it begins, there's no going back to the slower path. The cosmic truth. By the end of October 5th, you will realize that life is no longer the same. The pieces of your puzzle will begin snapping into place at lightning speed. The opportunities you prayed for, the dreams you almost gave up on, they're no longer far away. They're here. Your path is unfolding quicker than your doubts. And the best part? You don't have to push anymore. The universe is carrying you forward. So, Aquarius, are you ready to embrace this acceleration? Because the truth is, your future isn't waiting for you anymore. It's rushing toward you, and you were born to keep up with it. And now, Aquarius, we reach the final shocking event, the one that changes everything. October 5th is not just another day on the calendar. For you, it is the opening of a rare and powerful wealth and power portal, a cosmic gateway that connects your destiny with abundance, influence, and prosperity in ways you've never experienced before. Yes, you heard that correctly. The universe has chosen this day to align energy fields that not only expand your inner power, but also manifest in tangible, material rewards. This isn't symbolic or abstract, it's real. It's about money. It's about recognition. It's about stepping into the kind of influence that reshapes your life trajectory. But here's the twist. The shock is not just in what you'll receive. The real shock is in how it arrives. The unexpected path of wealth, Aquarius. You've always been the visionary of the zodiac. You don't walk the straight road everyone else takes. You invent your own. So it's no surprise that this portal will not deliver blessings in a predictable package. Don't expect a paycheck in the mail or a lottery win. Though, let's be honest, with this energy, anything is possible. Instead, it might come in more surprising forms. A sudden business opportunity that feels like destiny knocking on your door. A chance meeting with someone who holds the keys to your next level of success. A creative idea that downloads into your mind so powerfully, it could change your finances forever. Or perhaps a moment of recognition, where your work, effort, or vision finally gets the spotlight it deserves. What shocks you most won't just be the arrival of abundance, it will be the speed with which things begin to unfold. You'll look around and realize that doors you thought were locked are swinging wide open. Wealth as energy, not just money. Here's something most people miss. Wealth is not only cash in your bank account, wealth is energy, resources, and access. On October 5th, this portal opens to remind you that power comes in many forms. For some Aquarians, it may be literal money, an unexpected check, a new contract, or a raise. For others, it could be influence, a seat at the table, connections that once felt impossible, or resources that enable you to build long-term prosperity. And here's the truth, the universe never gives Aquarius wealth for selfish reasons. You are the sign of the humanitarian, the world changer, the innovator. The blessings that arrive aren't meant to make you small and comfortable, they're meant to elevate you into leadership. You're being asked to handle abundance not just for yourself, but as a way to inspire and uplift others. No going back after this portal, Aquarius. Understand this clearly. Once the wealth and power portal opens, there's no going back. This isn't a temporary wave of luck. It's the start of a new cycle. The energy that flows in will set the stage for years to come. The universe is essentially saying, enough waiting, Aquarius. You've done the work, you've endured the delays, now it's time to rise. The shock will be in how quickly you must adjust. Suddenly, you'll need to think bigger. The small goals you once settled for will no longer fit the new version of you. And here's the secret. This shift isn't about whether you're ready. The portal doesn't wait for readiness, it forces you into readiness. Your role in this transformation. Some people think wealth just happens, but on October 5th, Aquarius, you'll understand the deeper truth. You've been preparing for this moment for years. Every lesson, every struggle, every delay has been building your capacity to handle abundance. This portal will demand that you step into confidence, no longer doubting your worth, bold decisions, saying yes to opportunities that once scared you, responsibility, handling wealth and influence with wisdom, generosity, remembering that true power is multiplied when shared. The universe isn't just giving you money, it's giving you the power to shape your destiny and the destiny of others. The shock of abundance. Aquarius, imagine this. You wake up on October 5th expecting an ordinary day. By evening, something happens, a call, a message, a chance meeting. that shifts your financial future forever. You sit there stunned, realizing the old version of your life is gone. That's what makes this event so shocking. You'll feel both excitement and a little fear. Because abundance is thrilling, yes, but it's also a responsibility. The universe is not playing small with you anymore. Aquarius, October 5th will be remembered as the day your life changed. The wealth and power portal will open and the flow of abundance will begin. But remember this, wealth is not given for comfort. It's given for purpose. You were born under a sign that thrives on innovation, rebellion and progress. The universe trusts you with power because it knows you won't hoard it. You'll use it to create, to lead and to inspire. So when the shock arrives, don't shrink back. Step boldly into the flow. Accept the wealth, embrace the power, and let this portal remind you that you were never meant to live small. October 5th is the day destiny hands you the keys to abundance. And once that door opens, Aquarius, it will never close again. Aquarius, October 5th, is not just another date on your calendar, it's a cosmic turning point. 4 shocking events, each one more powerful than the last, are aligning to reshape your destiny. First comes the revelation, truth that flips your world upside down and shows you what's been hidden. Then arrives the emotional breakthrough, a wave of release that clears the heavy weight from your soul. Next, the universe delivers destiny acceleration, launching you into a fast-track timeline you never thought you'd reach this soon. And finally, the most breathtaking of all, the wealth and power portal opens, handing you opportunities, abundance, and influence you were always meant to hold. But here's the secret most people will miss. These aren't random events, they're connected. Each one is a step in the chain that carries you from confusion to clarity, from waiting to action, from survival to true prosperity. October 5th is the day where the puzzle pieces finally snap into place, and you realize you were never lost. The universe was preparing you. So what does this mean for you, Aquarius? It means you can't treat this day like any other. Be awake. Be alert, watch for the signs, the messages, the opportunities that appear out of nowhere. Don't dismiss them as coincidence. They are the keys to the door opening before you. And most importantly, when the shock comes, don't run from it. Embrace it, because behind the shock is freedom. Behind the tears is strength. Behind the portal is wealth. October 5th is the day you'll look back on and say, that was when everything changed. Are you ready, Aquarius? The universe has spoken. It's your turn to rise.